Hiya guys, and welcome to this unboxing of the two-player start set for Kings of War Armada by Mantic Games. Okay, so there's the box. Two-player starter set based on the Black Seas rule set by Warlord Games, which is quite interesting, a bit of a conflab. In the box we have a rulebook, tokens and templates, cardboard terrain, a gaming mat, 4 resin Basilian ships and bases, 4 resin Orc ships and bases, ship and fleet cards, and 12 dice. So literally it's supposed to be everything you need to play. So let's pop it open and have a look. So it's quite a weighty box, to be fair, and this is where I always badly embarrass myself and can't actually open it. And by the magic of YouTube, it's open. I know that I've been swearing at that for a while. So okay, so it's quite a, I imagine these are all the ships. So first off you get your dice, Armada dice, different colours for different weaponry, different ranges, things like that. D6s with the, I think that's the Kings of War symbol on it. So dice are dice, it's a D10 system, so put those to the side, lovely. Let's have a look, shall we? Okay, so I've got quite a few packs of miniatures. They're all resins as well, so it's quite nice to see from a company that they're making resin bits. Wow. Nice and small, aren't they, those bits? And in here we have got cards for the ships by the look of it. Okay, so I can't really comment on what any of this is doing or means yet, because we've not had a look in there, but that's the LOI, is it, or the LOE? There's 2 cards for that. Gunbrig, the Ger Panther, they're the Basilians, and the Orcs, we've got the Hammerfist, so 2 cards for Hammerfists, a Blood Runner, a Bomb Boat, sounds pretty cool, Orc Fleet Rules. Oh, okay, that's actually really pretty handy, isn't it? Orc Fleet upgrades, more upgrades, Basilian Fleet rules and upgrades. That's pretty handy to have that all on a card. One of the pet peeves I have with other game systems, me and my friends say the same thing. It'd be so handy just to have your rules on cards, and that's what Mantic have done. So yeah, plus points for that. So there's all of the cards for the models, so on and so forth. Let's have a look. Lots of cardstock terrains and counters. It's a decent thickness as well to the cardstock, which is nice to see. All of these symbols I'm sure will have meaning. This is damage, I know that. Treasure chests, we wish. And the turn-in templates and islands. So the islands are something quite interesting. They're quite a large sort of area. And interesting to see the scale on them as well. I'm going to make actual 3D islands, but it's nice to have the cardstock in there as well. So they're really nice. We've got MDF tokens, I don't know what these are. Morax, Morgans, Gorfu, Blue Tor, Wardrum of Spite. Oh, they're ship names. Yeah, they are, they're ship names. Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't know if they serve a purpose in the game, but yeah, some little tokens with ship names on. The rulebook, which we'll be having a deeper look at in another future video. So that's really nice, really made well. Lots of rules to flick through and get the head around. So the rulebook comes in at, is there a page number? 92 pages. So let's have a quick look and see what the actual rules take up. So the rules up to additional, so page 12 to 37, full wind rules. So you can do like sort of different levels of rules. So if you want a sort of like basic level game, or if you want to sort of go to the nth degree with your mates at your local gaming club when we're allowed to leave the house, different firing arcs, things like that. So yeah, cool. Mantic really sort of stepped up with the artwork as well. So I'm plenty excited to have a look through that and see what we come up with. And then we've got a fold out paper mat to get you started. So again, it's nice mat. I'm not sure what size it is, but I do have the 4x4 mat, which we're gonna be using for our sort of battle reports and things like that when we get playing. So book's gonna go to the side so it hits the reading desk. So let's now have a look at some of the models. Okay, so if we take a look at the Basilian fleet first in the box, at first glance I'm very impressed. It's all resin, so all of the sails are embossed with the actual iconography. They're actually fairly straight and well cast as well. I've had a quick look around, I can't see any sort of miscasts or anything. There's a variety of different sails. I don't know which boat they go on yet. We'll have to have a look as we sort of build them up and so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm very impressed. Obviously I'll be giving them all a wash, which you can find out how I treat resin in this video, which will pop up in the cards now. And yeah, so you give them all a wash, make sure they're all as they are. Look at the end on that, that's really cool. Yeah, the detail Mantic are getting on the resin is very impressive. The actual hulls themselves as well. Yeah, I know it's not massively entertaining because it's just a boat, but the detail on there is really nice. It's a really nice finish. So I think that's is it the Abyss? I think it's called the Abyss. I can't quite remember now. I'll have to have a look through it. I know there's like larger sort of capital ships for them. But the Basilians are going to be a fleet I'll just use for sort of learning the game, so on and so forth. The Orcs are going to be my main one when I play Rob. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with them so far. Quite impressed with all of the miniatures. There's a little one there. We've got a bit of a flop, unfortunately, on the end. But fear not, if you too suffer from floppy resin, you can check out this video, which is coming up in the cards now, to how to straighten them up and how to resolve it. It's just a natural thing, guys, of the actual creation process of resin miniatures. It just is what it is. Impressively, though, if you look at the back of this boat, all of the actual railings are individual. That's quite impressive. I am impressed. So, and the little mortar thing there, and the flags. So, yeah, so they're the Basilians. Let's pop the Orcs open and have a look at them. And I've just noticed as I've been through some of the other packs, that's the actual front of the Abyss ship. Yeah, it's really nice. It's like a sort of, I don't really know much about the background and the history of them, but I think they're sort of like a religious sort of zealot army, and that's like a sort of saint with a magical thing on the front. Very cool, very nice piece. So now we will move on to the Orcs. Okay, so a rabble of Orcs, as we would expect from the race that they are. There's tons of bits for the Orc ships. They're very characterful, so let's start off with the hulls. So we've got, again, really nice detail on there. The cannons are all individually moulded, which is, again, cool. I'm impressed. All the planks are sort of mismatch and hopscotch, so to speak, as you'd expect from the sort of Orcs. I can't imagine they're very sort of, they don't really care about how the stuff looks, do they? They just want to get in there and get killing. So then you've got, I think that's the drill ship, I'm not quite certain what it's called, and then we've got two of the hammer fists, so yeah, which are pretty cool. So they go together really well. I've actually had an Orc sort of booster fleet as well, because these are going to be my guys. So I've got some of the other ships built up. If you just in fact, let's just, so for example, there we go. So that's what the final build on them looks like. They're pretty cool. We've got a hammer fist here as well. Yeah, they're quite a decent sort of size ship, as you can see, sort of a comparison to my hand. We go on to like the sails. Majority of them have this sort of iconography embossed into them, which is nice to see. And some of them are also blank, so you can sort of differentiate your ships in your fleet. I'll be doing some sort of stripe effect or sort of icons on there, things like that. The front of the hammer fist, you've got some really nice wood detail on there. You've got things like that, like the front jaws and that. They've really thought about how to make these miniatures, how to make them so that they're easy enough to assemble, but also keep all the detail that you'd expect in there. Like some of the gun decks, for example, they're slotting the sides, and what that's enabled Mantic to do is actually get some really sort of deep detail in there, and they actually go in, so they're not just like a, you know, there's actual depth to them. I'm impressed, let's put it that way. Obviously we have masts, and we do have the flop, I'm afraid. But again, if you watch the video that's in the cards, they'll quick and easy techniques just how to straighten those out, and it's just an inevitable side effect of working with resin. It is what it is. All of the ships have a base. It just enables the use of I don't know, it just enables a rule set to work better because you're turning acts, things like that. They're MDF, and you've got 8 of them, so there's 6 larger ones, and then 2 smaller ones, which I imagine are for the smaller size ships, like I imagine the gunboat. Yeah, there you go. So the gunboat will fit on a smaller one. You can get like the acrylic ones Mantic sell, but I'm quite happy with these. I'm going to use some sort of like water effects gel on them and make them look, well, like the sea. So there we go. So there's the models. So let's have some final thoughts and then end the video. And there we go. So yeah, that's the Kings of War Armada 2-player starter set. Very impressed with them. I'm impressed with the models. They're just, you know, they are really nice. Something totally different to paint in the high seas. And myself and Rob are looking forward to playing it. So he's going for the Basilians, I'm going for the Orcs. I'm trying to get some games recorded when we can see each other. So yeah, really impressed with the starter set. I'm going to go through the rulebook, read up the rules, digest them, and then we'll do a sort of top down on the rulebook on a later video. But I hope you enjoyed the video. There's more Kings of War Armada coming, as you can tell. And we'll see you soon. So as always, guys, wherever you are in the world at the minute, do stay safe and stay well. And as always, happy hobbying.